going to see the sulci and gyri present over the superolateral surface of the brain. So we will draw the outline first. Okay, this is the outline of the superolateral surface. Now we have to draw the posterior ramus of the lateral sulci and its upturned edge posteriorly. In the superolateral surface, the first and foremost we have drawn the lateral sulci. Now almost in the middle of this region you have one sulcus, that is the central sulcus. Then anterior to that you have the precentral sulcus. Posterior to that you have the postcentral sulcus. Then in the anterior part of the precentral sulcus you have two other horizontally lying sulci, that is the superior frontal sulcus and inferior frontal sulcus. From the anterior part of the posterior ramus of the lateral sulcus you have the anterior horizontal sulcus and anterior ascending sulcus. Both these sulcus lies beneath the or inferior to the inferior frontal sulcus. Now behind the postcentral sulcus you have the intraparietal sulcus. This is the temporal lobe, so lower part. In the lower part, in the temporal lobe, you have the superior temporal sulcus and inferior temporal sulcus. In the occipital lobe, this is the occipital lobe, and here you have a lunate sulcus, and you can see the edge of the calcarine sulcus sending into that. Then you have a lateral occipital sulcus. This region will be known as the pre-occipital notch, and about almost this region you can see the edge of the parieto-occipital sulcus. Now you have to see the gyri. So if you look at it, this is precentral gyrus. This is post-central gyrus. This is superior parietal lobule. Here it is inferior parietal lobule. This one superior frontal gyrus, middle frontal gyrus, inferior frontal gyrus. And in respect to the anterior horizontal and anterior ascending rami, you have pars orbitalis, you have pars triangularis, posteriorly you have the pars opercularis. Now in the temporal lobe, you have superior temporal gyrus, middle temporal gyrus and inferior temporal gyrus. These are the main sulci and gyri in relation with the superolateral surface of the brain. Now some other point also you have to remember, that is in relation with the upturned edge of the posterior ramus of the lateral sulcus, that is supramarginal gyrus. In relation with the upturned edge of the superior temporal sulcus, you have the angular gyrus. Now in relation with the edge of the parieto-occipital sulcus, you have arcus parieto-occipitalis. These are the main sulci and gyri in relation with the superolateral surface of the brain.